Hey everyone, welcome back to my NFL Redesign series. In the last episode, we covered Atlanta, Arizona, and Baltimore. In this episode, I will be covering Buffalo, Carolina, and Chicago. These were very fun to design. I had a lot of fun with these. Um, Honestly, the colors of the three of these teams is actually really fun to work with. Really nice, different colors, while all using a shade of blue and of course white in some way. It's honestly been a blast to do the NFL. Like I said in my first episode, I don't know the history of these teams as well as I do most of the NHL teams. Um, but to be honest, not having that restriction has been so fun. As you'll see with the Buffalo Bills, I used the history as an inspiration. It's not 100% one to one, of course. It is inspired by their past, and it's beautiful. So let's get right into it.
Okay, so here we are with the Buffalo Bills. If you know anything about the Bills' history, this is one of the few teams I actually went back and was inspired by their history. You can tell more so on the white jersey. That one was the one I took inspiration from. I did divert heavily in places, so we'll get into it. But I'll talk about the dark one first. Growing up in Ottawa, my my dad's friend was a Bills fan and would go over every once in a while and would watch the Patriots play the Bills. So it's a team I know and I'm not really a fan of. And I didn't really know what to do because the Bills jersey's always been kind of boring. But to be completely honest, I went into their history and I found a white one I really liked. It didn't copy the design through to the dark. So I copied a part of it, which is that the accent stripe that comes off the shoulder and then just comes right under the word mark of Bills and then goes back up. That was originally the white jersey. That all it was. If you look to the white one and how the shoulders and the top of the chest are blue, and the rest of it's white. Basically, that jersey, the logo wasn't there and the numbers were on the sleeve and nothing was on the shoulders, but. And then the red accents were gone, but I changed it up quite a bit. I took that jersey as inspiration. I did my version of that shoulder thing. I threw the logo on the arms as I did with every team. And it's just fantastic. The on the white jersey there, the red accent stripe actually kind of blends in a little bit. I was kind of surprised by that, but honestly, it looks very nice. The word mark Bills looks better to me on the white one, or on the blue one, sorry, in white. Yeah, something I'm not a massive fan of is how high those white and red sections come up the torso. As you can see, or as you will see, sorry, as we progress further, it changes. It goes a little better. Honestly, this is a beautiful jersey. I like the white one much more, but we're going to move on to the Carolina Panthers. And this one was very fun as well. It's the first time I really played with the positioning of the logo on the sleeve. It's a little higher and it's a little larger than the last few have been. I think the Buffalo Bills were the same size, but the Panthers here, as you can see, very nice. Plays into their colors. That side section there, that mesh material is now all black. And that goes right up on the shoulders and then bleeds down onto the sleeves. And then that gray stripe is the home for the Panther. The accent blue stripe on both the dark and the white jerseys, absolutely beautiful. There's not much to say on these, to be honest. Not much I would change. The white one I think is absolutely fantastic. That the blue accent stripe into the sleeve rather than the silver. And around the 5 and the word Panthers, it looks so much better like that, and it's honestly so nice. The blue one, honestly, it's not bad. It's just the white one I find looks a little cleaner. And yeah, usually when you see a Panthers jersey, you expect to see Cam Newton, but he's a Patriot now, of course, and so I don't know who number 5 is. Like I said in the last episode, I literally just Googled the team's name, hit images, and whichever player I saw without scrolling, like whoever saw the most, got on the jersey, number 5 in this case. I probably should do some research in naming the players, but to be honest, it's not really about the player on it. It's just to show you what the number would look like, the placement, the size, and whatnot. So really, I could have just probably put like 0-1 in for Arizona, and then like every subsequent team starting that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to 32. So it doesn't really matter, and coincidentally enough, this is the 5th team that I've talked about. But no, I didn't do that at all, as you can tell. But honestly, not much really to say on this one. Let's move into Chicago, and I actually have a lot more to talk about on that one. So yeah, let's move right into the Bears. And so Chicago is one of the few teams that actually use orange as a base color in the NFL. A lot of teams have tried. It hasn't gone over very well. And the Bears typically are that dark blue, that navy blue, with orange accent stripes. But I decided I would lean into the orange because they have a very nice deep orange, kind of a burnt orange color, as you can tell on that home jersey. It looks absolutely fantastic. One change I can see right now I will be making in the future is I will be making the wordmark Bears on the orange jersey white, just so it stands out a little bit more, and probably orange on the white jersey, just so, again, it stands out a little better. But for some reason, Chicago is always a state or a team, no matter what really the sport is, that I have fun with because their city flag or their state flag, I can't remember. Yeah, it's the city flag. Is just so nice. It's very simple. It's white with teal stripes and 4 red stars. I decided to recolor those stripes and stars to that dark navy blue that the Bears use. I put it on the sleeves and down the mesh venting area on the torso. Very beautiful. The font matches the wordmark Bears, like the font I use for the number. It's just fantastic. The logo I probably should have recolored to be the navy blue instead of orange, but you live, you learn, and we'll move on from it. But the placement of that flag on the lower half of the sleeve, absolutely great. The 4 stars going up the side, again, I would probably rotate them a little bit better just to fit in that white strip, but you get the idea of where they're supposed to be. I would have made them white, I think, on the white version, just because that the blue kind of blends into the orange a little bit, since the shape is so small there. But honestly, these jerseys are absolutely fantastic. Just the orange itself is a beautiful color, and I would probably have used it if I were the Bears. But to be honest, they don't really need much in terms of fixing it. So let's move on to the outro and have some fun.
Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Next episode, I will be covering Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Dallas. These are fun. These were fun ones as well. I had a lot of fun with the colors and the logos and everything about these jerseys, and everything about the next episode as well. To be completely honest, like I keep saying, the lack of restriction by myself, because I don't know the histories as well. I don't know the rules of the NFL's jersey making and placements, and I don't know if what I'm doing is breaking rules of the NFL jersey, but I'm having a blast doing it. I'm gonna hope to continue having a blast because I enjoyed designing them, and so I hope you guys are enjoying watching the videos as much as I am making them. Like I said, so thank you for coming, tuning in, whatnot. Have a great one, and remember, stay positive.